students of Faith Life Academy celebrated Black History Month.
My name is Imani Tillman, and I am in Ms. Foreman's first grade class. And my report is on George Washington Carver. George Washington Carver was born in 1864. He was sick a lot. He taught himself to read. His family was so poor, he couldn't afford to buy a pencil. So he made a holder and used a pencil that was only 1/4-inch long. Carver was a teacher at Tuskegee Institute. He liked science. People called him the plant doctor. He did a lot of experimenting. He found over 30 uses for the peanut. He also found many uses for the sweet potato. Carver said he could hear God speaking to him through flowers, rocks, and animals. George Washington Carver died in 1943. He was one of the greatest scientists the world has ever known.
Good morning. My name is Alisha Johnson. I'm in Miss Johnson's second grade class. My Black History was on William Edward Burghardt Du Bois, better known as W.E.B. Du Bois. W.E.B. Du Bois was born to freedom on Church Street, February 23, 1868, in Great Barrington, Massachusetts. William Du Bois was born to Alfreda and Mary Savannah Du Bois. When William Du Bois was born, he did not have contact with his biological father. They moved often when he was young, after his mother suffered a stroke which left her unable to work. Du Bois wanted to help his mother as much as possible and believed he could improve their lives through education. Du Bois was poor, fatherless, and extremely intelligent for his age. He believed he could use his knowledge to empower African Americans. Du Bois was awarded a degree from Fisk University in 1888. That same year, he received a $250 scholarship to enter Harvard College, where he earned a bachelor's degree in 1890. In 1895, Du Bois became the first African American to receive a PhD from Harvard University. Dr. Du Bois wrote 22 books, including 5 novels, and helped establish 4 journals. Du Bois thought blacks should seek higher education, preferably liberal arts. Dr. Du Bois thought blacks should be defended and improved rather than attacked as inferior. Dr. Du Bois helped found the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the NAACP, in 1909. Du Bois worked as editor-in-chief of the NAACP publication, The Crisis, for 25 years. In 1992, the United States honored W.E.B. Du Bois with his portrait on a postage stamp. In 1963, Du Bois and his wife Shirley became citizens of Ghana when he was refused a new U.S. passport. This resulted in them having dual citizenship of Ghana and the United States. Du Bois' health began to decline in 1962. On August And on August 27, 1963, he died in Accra, Ghana, at the age of 95, one day before Martin Luther King Jr. I Have a Dream speech. Children learn more from what you are than what you teach. W.E.B. Du Bois, 1897. This concludes my report on W.E.B. Du Bois. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Antoine Roots, and I am doing my report on Jack Roosevelt Robinson. Jack Roosevelt Robinson, also known as Jackie, was born January 31st, 1919. He was the youngest of 5 children born in Cairo, Georgia. In 1920, they moved to Pasadena, California. The Robinson family grew up poor. Jackie joined a neighborhood gang, but his friend convinced him to leave the gang. In 1946, the Dodgers assigned Jackie to the Montreal Royals. He was the first African-American Major League Baseball player. This ended almost 80 years of segregation in baseball, or what was called the baseball color line. Also in 1946, Robinson married Rachel Anita Isom, which he met at UCLA, and they had 3 children. Robinson faced harassment by both players and fans. He had a famous quote, "I am not concerned with your liking or disliking me. All I ask is that you respect me as a human being." Jackie graduated from Dakota Junior High School in 1935 and went on to John Moore High School. Jackie Robinson went to Pasadena Junior College and the University of California. In 1942, Jackie was drafted into the Army and served as second lieutenant until 1944. Jackie Robinson stood up for civil rights. He criticized other teams, such as the Yankees, for not bringing African Americans into the league. Jackie Robinson won many awards, including the first ever Rookie of the Year award. And in 1949, he won the Most Valuable Player for the National League. On January 5th, 1997, Jackie retired and was inducted into the Hall of Fame. He died from diabetes and heart problems in Stamford, Connecticut on October 24th, 1972. This concludes my report on Jack Roosevelt Robinson.
Good morning. My name is Joshua Campbell, and I'm in Ms. Vaughn's 4th grade class. And I'm doing my report on Bishop James Augustine Healy. Bishop James Healy was born on April 6, 1830 on a Jones County, Georgia plantation to a wealthy Irishman named Michael Morris Healy and a mulatto slave named Mary Eliza Smith. He was the oldest of 10 children. James' father did not want his children to become slaves, so he sent them to a Quaker boarding school in Flushing, Long Island. He found himself subjected to both racist and anti-Catholic slurs during his time in school. After James' parents died in 1850, he followed the urgings of his father's influential friends and decided to become a priest. He was an eloquent speaker and a dedicated man to the Roman Catholic Church. He had a special affection for orphans and was known to visit them often and loved to hold the very smallest ones. Bishop Healy earned his bachelor's and his master's degree from J. Seward College of Holy Cross. He studied at the seminary in Montreal and Paris, where he was ordained as a Catholic priest. One of Healy's most impressive accomplishments was his testimony before the Massachusetts legislature in 1874, condemning a proposed law to tax churches. He helped found the first Catholic labor union in Portland. He unified various Catholic churches and extended the influence of the church through the buildings of 60 parishes, 18 schools, and nearly 70 charitable institutions. He was chosen as a permanent member of the Commission for the Negro and Native American Missions. Don't let anything stop you or hold you back from accomplishing your dreams. He became the first black Catholic priest and bishop in the United States. He overcame racism and anti-Catholic prejudice with the Catholic Church. He became a champion of social issues as he created programs to care for destitute, homeless, and children. He defended immigrants and those confined in public institutions. He became known as a children's bishop. Bishop Healy died of a heart attack in Portland, Maine on August 5, 1900. He was buried at a Catholic cemetery near Portland. As a memorial to him, one of the buildings at Holy Cross is named in his honor, as are other institutions in Maine and in other states, where he served also in 68 mission stations, 18 partial schools, and 50 church buildings erected while he was a bishop, served as a memorial to him.
Good morning. My name is India Lowe, and I'm in Ms. Vaughn's 5th grade class, and I'm going to do my Black History Report on Barbara C. Jordan. Barbara C. Jordan was born in Houston, Texas on February 21, 1936. She was born to Arlene and Benjamin Jordan. She was the youngest of 3 daughters. Barbara's household was very strict, so her parents made sure she got all her schoolwork done at Robinson Elementary School, which was an all-black public school. As a child, her and her sisters appeared as the Jordan sisters singing gospel music at the Baptist church that her father ministered at. Barbara was a very honest person. In high school, she was a member of the Honor Society. When Barbara was in elementary school, she got A's and B's. In high school, she was known as a skilled public speaker. She won a national debate contest. She went to college for 2 years and then went back for 6 more years to become a teacher, then a lawyer. In her second year of college, Barbara decided she wanted to be a lawyer, so she graduated with a teacher's degree and a law degree. Her first office was in her parents' dining room. She graduated from Texas Southern University as magna cum laude, which means top of her class. After she graduated from college, she went on to be a professor at Tuskegee University teaching political science. After being a teacher, she became a lawyer. In 1966, Richard Nixon was elected president. News reporters found out Nixon had broken the law during elections. Barbara was on the proceedings. Reporters found out how skillfully she questioned the most powerful people. Because of her work, Richard Nixon resigned as president. Most of Barbara's influences came from the Baptist church that she went to as a child. In her later years, she suffered from scoliosis and was confined to a wheelchair. In 1996, Barbara died from leukemia and pneumonia on January 17th. Barbara Jordan is important to me because she stood up for her rights, and when she first ran for office, the expert told her that she wouldn't make it in life, but she did. And that concludes my report on Barbara C. Jordan. Thank you.
For more information about Faith Life Academy, call 804-321-1333. We are now accepting applications for the upcoming school year.